They're both joining us from Lahore. Sir, you know, on February 3rd, 2009, Minister of State for Interior Tasneem Ahmad Qureshi says, Pakistan is not involved in the attacks. The plot was not put together in Pakistan. This is of 26/11. Then 8 days later, Rahman Malik says, some part of this conspiracy was plotted in Pakistan. The terrorists were trained by the Lashkar-e-Taiba's Lakhvi. I am putting evidence to you tonight, gentlemen. And no recrimination and no warmongering. I am putting hard evidence. I want you to tell me why you are unwilling to accept the truth that has been put to you on the mines. Brigadier Sharaf, if you admit tonight, you will not have to do a flip-flop 1 week from now.
Okay, Sanjay, thanks a lot for inviting me. First of all, lots of assalamu alaikum to all the people who are living in India from across the border from Pakistan. As far as your question regarding the mines is concerned, I think this is a fabricated evidence for the reason that in Pakistan Army, because I am also an infantry officer, I have also served in these areas, similar sort of Indian munitions can be found. And tomorrow if somebody picks up these munitions, takes photographs and says that the Indians have placed it here, then in as much as you want us to believe it, we like the Indians to believe it also.
Yeah. Then in that case, Brigadier, why didn't, when there was a flag meeting, why did the Pakistanis not take the pictures, take it back with them, and come back and say, look here, these pictures are fabricated? Why did your brigadier, and this question goes to General Jaswal, why did the brigadier from the Pakistani side drop it like a hot potato, return it to the Indians, and not say a word about it? General Jaswal.
I'll first try to give a little background, Sanjay. And I've not been...
I just want to get in... No, I'm going to come back to you. Brigadier Sharaf, I'm coming back to you. I just want to know a perspective from the former Northern Army commander on why the Pakistanis dropped it like a hot potato.
I'll answer that. I think in the lighter vein that you should ask the... Can I just, Brigadier Sharaf, can I just answer? First of all, I think this question in the lighter vein, you should ask the Pakistani brigadier who would come there as to why did he drop it like a hot potato.
Yeah.
Now, you see, he doesn't want to carry back any hard evidence. I mean, he would have been briefed on that account. Now, I will also like to correlate to Brigadier Javed, what he is saying. He had a basic doubt that there is wire, concentrated wire on the LC itself. General Bakshi had clarified that the fence is quite deep inside the LC towards our side because they have to be sustainable positions along that. So a person can cross over. Now, as far as detection of these patrols, I would not call patrol, but the raiding parties of Pakistan is concerned, well, it is extremely, extremely difficult. All of us who have seen the terrain and walked that terrain, it's extremely difficult to discern anyone coming in up to the fence. So they would have been able to come in. Now, coming to the fact that Indian mines are also found the other side, and I mean, as per them, I am making a responsible statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
There have been instances wherein I have myself seen Pakistani planted mines, and we had taken prophylactic action to avoid them as to how should we circumvent them. So people have been coming in and we have been suffering casualties on that account. Whereas I would like to know along the Pakistani border, along the LC, their side, how many of the Pakis have suffered? Because we don't do this kind of a thing. I mean, if in case it is being done, it should be looked in a very holistic manner. Whatever is being done or was being done, we should stop it because there is a larger interest, because the talks at the higher level, the government level, should not break down. Rather than getting into, semantics of tactical semantics or...
No, that's a very direct point. I mean, it's a very direct point from you, and I want a direct answer from Brigadier Javed, because I am trying to find out information on which Indian soldiers have either sustained injuries or otherwise on the Indian side. I want Brigadier Sharaf or
interject?
Brigadier Javed Hussain, either one of them, to give us proof today that Pakistani soldiers have been injured on the Pakistani side.
Sanjay, I'd like to answer this.
Can I just interject for a while?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, General.
You are telling me, or
okay? You finish your point, sir. Then I hope we get some evidence from the Pakistani side.
Yeah. You see, when I'm talking of evidence,
okay.
I was Chief of Staff of a corps in the Northern Command. I had gone to a particular picket on the LC. We had gone. There was some firing which was there and some casualty. And when I went ahead of the fence, and the patrol party which was coming out, which was searching that area, in front of me, a person was blown up by a Pakistani mine. So when I'm giving hard evidence, I know what I'm talking, and take it from me. I don't tell lies. So there have been cases, but whatever has happened, let's not continue with it.
No, my point is, I want Brigadier Javed Hussain to give us an answer. And Brigadier Javed Hussain, Harinder Singh of the 135 Battalion BSF Border Guard, injured most recently November 30th. BSF Sub-Inspector Kaluram, 135 Battalion, who had gone to investigate the mine blast, also injured. Naik Sanjeev Singh of 3 Grenadiers injured in the same sector. Another Naik of the 3 Grenadiers injured in a similar explosion which happened near the Upper Ridge Salotri post. So I'm giving you some facts here today. I want you to tell me which Pakistani army unit, individual, if you cannot name the individual, name the unit, has been injured ever in a mine explosion, and Indian mines have then been shown to be on the Pakistani side. If you can give me a clear reply to that, I will say I rest my case. But you will have to give me some clear evidence. Evidence as clear as the evidence I am giving you tonight. Brigadier Javed Hussain.
There is no insurgency going on in Azad Kashmir, but there is widespread insurgency in Indian-held Kashmir.
Sir, give me the evidence I asked for.
Hold on.
Let him answer.
The evidence is that insurgency is there and present in Indian-held Kashmir. 500,000 troops have been deployed over there.
Sir, in that case, may I request you to declare on Indian television? How is it? I take your argument. Brigadier, 1 second. You are tying yourself up in knots. Let me warn you. You are tying yourself up in knots.
I'm not. Can you deny this? Sir, that insurgency is taking place in Azad Kashmir for the last 20 years.
So by saying so,
can you deny this?
Brigadier Hussain, let me tell you, on this debate, on Indian television, by trying to make that devious argument to take away from your country and your army's complicity in putting mines on the Indian side on the LOC, you are hereby therefore saying that the Pakistani army and the Pakistan ordnance factories supply mines to Indian insurgents? Are you saying that?
That's the fact.
These mines are available
are you saying
over.
that? No, you just said that.
No, I'm not.
You just said that.
I'm not suggesting that.
You are only suggesting that. What is the other suggestion you made?
These have been...
You are only suggesting that. Am I wrong in making that assumption? General Bakshi, am I wrong in making that assumption from what Brigadier Javed Hussain is saying?
This is precisely what he has conceded in so many words.
You have conceded that tonight.
The fact of the matter is we have 80,000... No, wait a minute. May I, Arnav? We have 80,000 captured AK series of rifles in our country which have come from across Pakistan. We have hundreds of light machine guns and RPGs captured and sent across from Pakistan. And insurgency, Brigadier, is something which is indigenous. I would like you to kindly remember that AK-47s and mines do not grow in the apple orchards of Jammu and Kashmir.
Oh, it's well argued.
You have just conceded what we have been talking of all these years. Thousands and thousands of weapons are being pushed across.
Sir, you have just conceded that point.
Terrorism.
No, I have not.
Sir, you have just conceded that point, and now you are trying to do a U-turn. Now you are trying to do a U-turn. You just conceded that point.
No, I didn't. Everything that happens inside Kashmir is attributed to Pakistani army. Everything that happens Recently,
not everything that happens.
Beheadings by the Maoists.
No.
Maoists
No. Now you are trying to digress.
This insurgency in 160 districts.
No, but now you are trying to digress.
You are trying to implicate the ISI in
Sir,
that.
I am not trying to implicate. I am saying the ISI, the Pakistani
you see a
army.
Pakistani army soldier behind every bush.
Sir, you have implicated.
See a Pakistani ISI agent behind every bush.
Sir, with all respect
you have
to you.
this paranoia. You have to get out of this.
With all respect to you.
The fact of the matter is
with
that
all respect to you.
Insurgency going on in Kashmir.
Brigadier,
you have not been able to put it down.
Brigadier Hussain.
Brigadier Hussain,
you have
your Sarpanch,
Sir,
your Panchayat people
Brigadier
have been
Hussain.
killed. They have been resigned.
Brigadier
Who
Hussain.
has killed them?
Brigadier
Pakistan
Hussain.
Army.
Brigadier Hussain, you have tied yourself up in knots. You have implicated your own country and your own army.
I'd like to answer Brigadier
And by your own argument.
You are absolutely wrong.
Well,
Fabricating your
General Jaswal before Arif Chaudhry. You see, that's why I am saying this, Mr. Chaudhry.
Brigadier,
okay, General Jaswal, go on. General Jaswal first.
Javed, Brigadier Javed, hello, how are you? Javed, I would like to tell you that in
Very well, sir. Thank you. How are you?
Or any, very fine, thank you. You see, in your military wisdom, do you believe that the insurgents, they will come from the valley, they will cross the fence which we have got, and then go ahead of the fence, between the fence and the LC, and go and plant mines over there? I mean, this is not in military wisdom at all. If they have to plant,
I'll tell you about.
I mean, they could plant it towards the rear.
Sir, it is so easy.
They could do it in the rear of the defences. Yeah, you see, because it
Look,
is
General,
not,
I'll tell you a thing.
Plausible.
Pakistan Army is fighting the insurgency in the tribal areas. Now they have extended the battlefield outside the tribal areas. Likewise, the insurgents in Kashmir,
So
for them, the entire state of Jammu and Kashmir is the battlefield.
Sir, you have...
Wherever they find a soft target, wherever they find an opportunity.
How do they get Pakistan?
They hit.
No, how do they get Pakistan Ordnance Factory, state-owned Pakistan Ordnance
Fact is,
Factory?
Mr. Arnab Goswami,
Brigadier Javed
everybody
Hussain,
from your side, they are denying that there is insurgency going on in Indian-held Kashmir.
Brigadier Hussain,
It's been 22 years now.
1 minute.
500,000 Indian troops.
1 minute to General Jaswal and Brigadier Hussain. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. May I just request both?
Yeah.
You see, what was my point? I now want to go across to our guest from Lahore.
To talk also.
Yeah, I'm coming to the guest from Lahore.
हमारी sound ही बंद की हुई है.
No, not at all, sir. I can hear you.
Sanjay, I want your air time.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Brigadier Sharaf, do you not believe today that by putting the argument that he has...
I want your air time.
Okay, go ahead. You have the airtime. Brigadier Simon
Sanjay,
Sharaf.
you have to listen to me. Yes, Sanjay, you have to listen to me.
My name is Arnab Goswami and I am listening to you very keenly.
Yes, on the talk show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The first thing is, as far as this present escalation is concerned, it's been simmering for the past 3 months. There are so many issues on record. It has not escalated all of a sudden. There were issues of Indian Army trying to violate the agreement, the CBM, on the construction of posts to the proximity of the line of control, which have been discussed between the Director General Military Operations of the two countries. And all these issues are on record. And this escalation has slowly been taking place. Your people have come to Pakistan, they have tried to raid our positions. Some of them got wounded, some of them got killed. Our soldier, one of our sergeants, a Havaldar, also became a casualty in the process. We have injured soldiers.
Brigadier
So
Sharaf.
it is not a one-sided affair.
Brigadier Sharaf, my
Yes,
very specific
please.
point to you tonight is this. 1 minute, Brigadier. You see, what I am very pointed tonight. I am on the issue of these mines. Let's show pictures of these mines once again. On
Okay, I'll answer that question.
No, you tell me today how
even today on the line of control, allow us to speak. Even today on the line of control, animals, civilians, they step over mines and they get injured and become casualties. These mines have been there for over 60 years now.
So these are not 60-year-old mines.
And the line of control has been changing positions between Pakistan and India for the past many years.
So these are not 60-year-old mines.
It is this line of control which needs a settlement.
So these are not 60-year-old mines.
The sooner it is settled,
So
the
these
better.
are not Harappan mines.